Hi, everyone. I'm going to show you some samples of how to make a pinch pot and samples of pinch pots. That's what we're doing this week. And you'll be making 4, not 3. It says 3 in the demo, make 4 at least. And you make more beyond that if you'd like and do some more experimental ones. But pinching is a very ancient technique, and it's not just a beginning technique. You can really go to town on this and make beautiful objects. We'll be going for about 4 to 5 inches tall, and maybe with a foot, maybe not, it's up to you. And we'll be decorating the outsides. That's why I want them to be more upwards than flat. We can decorate the insides too if you want, but we're just gonna make 4, and then I'll introduce in the next module how to decorate them. We'll do 4 different techniques, okay? So let me give you some examples of, first of all, about the making. Again, there's a demo on that, but then also on the, and then just some samples of pinch pots. So let me go to share screen. And here we go. Alrighty, so again, this is on the demo, but here's some pictures of it. Start with a bigger piece of clay than this. Maybe the size of a small baseball would be good. So a little bit larger than that. And then you stick your thumb in and you work around it almost like you're on a wheel. And you'll be in the demo, I show you how to pinch up rather than just pinch out. Don't pinch too much on any one spot so you don't get fingerprints. It's very even walls, you can see here. And that's what it'll look like at the end. The next one shows how evenly they pinch. So they took their time and made the walls very consistent all the way around. Okay. If you wanted to make like a bottle form that goes up and then comes up at the top, you can stick 2 halves together. You score and slip. You scratch up with your needle tool, really rough it up, add water, and then stick them together. It's like glue. It makes a paste. And then you take a metal rib or a wood rib and you scrape the seam to get rid of the seam. You can open up the top and then pinch out a top. This one was done that way, where they put 2 halves together and then they open it up to sort of rip clay off and made a design on it. It's quite lovely. Here's a nice controlled bowl that comes up and even comes in at the top. It has a foot on it. They cut this one off, but it's kind of lovely how it undulates like this. They don't have to be perfect. And then here are 3 pinch bowls, each with a foot on them. So, and you can leave yours about maybe, about more than a quarter, but at least 1/3 of an inch to 1/2 an inch thick, so we can do things to them. Okay. So I'm going to stop share here and then go to another screen to get some samples. I love this one. I think that one's really beautiful. It's very thin. This might be an experimental bowl if you want to do a 5th one, but just the life to it and the way it's sort of off center and undulates. The body of the pot really fits the rim very nicely. I also like how the interior, because it's a different color, it gives us its own kind of life. It's a very private interior space. And just to make sure everything works here, I'm going to share again and go to the new screen. And here's some samples of pinch pots. Oh, they're not showing up, are they? Yeah, here we go. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to go back in and make sure that, because I've been having a problem with that. This is the 3rd time I've made this video. Okay, this is impossibly good. This is Jennifer Lee's work, and she scrapes them and it's perfect. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. She used different colored clays and oxides in the clay body to get these streaks in here. But I wanted to just show you just an out there amazing artist doing pinch work. Our work will look like this, and these are actually quite beautiful. Yours will look handmade like this, and they'll look up there. These are perfect. These bowls are just right, what I'm looking for. Okay, they've all been glazed. Glass will cover glaze later. It's glass that we melt onto it. The next one, these are lovely. They have an integrity about them. They're not just anal, like perfect. They got these kind of rough-hewn rims that are craggy and very impossibly small feet. And there's something that just works about these. They did one of the surface design techniques that we'll be doing is they added clay onto these. So, but they all belong together. Like if you make more than 4, you can make a set of something if you'd like this. And I think they're quite lovely. This was two halves put together, and they opened up the top and then pinched out the rim, and then they added clay on top. And they used their needle tool to scratch in the design on the side. These were made with two halves put together, but this is, they carved it out then. They have two openings for it. I like how this sits on its side. That's kind of fun, as does this. So you can have different orientations to your bowls if you want to do something a little more, creative or artistic, but don't feel you need to. I want you to get the technique and get some nice bowls, and then we'll do some really nice designs on them. This person poked holes through here, drilled holes, and then fired it. And then when it was done glazing, fired, they crocheted a rim, which is very interesting. Again, I like how this rim undulates. Yours can just be straight on, that's okay, but undulation is kind of lovely. Yeah, that's a lovely pot. I was made with two put together, and then they used their finger to shape it, and really made really fine, refined lines. But you can see the fingerprints all through here. And again, they left their finger marks in here. This almost looks like a planter's peanut shell. But it has an integrity again. It's really kind of crude, but kind of really wonderful. It all fits together. So you can play with that. And this last one, these are impossibly thin. They're made with porcelain, and certain porcelains, if you go super duper thin, they get translucent. They'll show light through it. So they're quite delicate and quite lovely. If you try with our clay to make something really super duper thin, it'll start cracking and look really lovely, almost like lettuce leaves. Feel free to try doing that. That's a whole different effect, but it can look quite lovely. So I think that's it. Yeah. So I hope this gives you some ideas and some inspiration for making your pinch bowls. And again, I'll probably release not an entire week. I'll probably halfway through. This is a 2-week project. So we'll make 4 bowls, and then we'll have another week to decorate them. But you might want to start decorating them this week. So I'll introduce the next module a little bit earlier than normal, so you can have more time to work on it. As soon as you finish your bowls, I think I already mentioned this, maybe not, cover them in plastic so that you can work on them still. Don't let them set up, please. So you finish one, cover in plastic. Finish the second one, covered in plastic as well, etc. Okay? Very good. Full speed ahead. Good luck. Email me questions, and we can Zoom as well. Okay, I'm going to end this now. See you.